What's up, everybody, and welcome to another review. This is Monday night, a little under the weather, so no secret stream after this, but lots going on in Ultimate Team this weekend. We talked a little bit about it, but just want to recap everything and then show you some new stuff that we didn't really cover. First up is that it's NFL Draft Predictors up, and you are on the clock. So you get to predict the draft early, only in Ultimate Team, and the rewards are pretty big time if you're able to hit. You see it here. 4 correct picks, 10,000 coins, 8 for 50, 16 for 250, and then the number one, whoever gets the most overall, will get a 99 Cam Newton, and this thing is ferocious. So let's actually dig in. We're going to give Cam his own screen, and I'm going to tell you he's got Conductor and Gunslinger. So the question we asked on Twim, our last video, what's better, Conductor or Gunslinger? Doesn't matter anymore because in Unlimited, you got Cam Newton now. He's got both. 93 speed, check. 6'5", 97 throw power. That's a big-time arm, especially with Gunslinger. 92 deep, it's over 90, and then he's got the short and mid right at 96 and 95. Plus, he can throw on the run. This Cam Newton is insane, and you might think I'm biased because me and Cam, we go way back. No, really, we go way, way back all the way. He's been a good Madden guy the last couple of years. Big fan of this Cam Newton. Easily the best quarterback in the game. Cannot wait to see if I can get to try him out and get on in. Make sure you stay tuned to the Ultimate Team channel for the draft predictions. They're talking a lot about trading some of your options. So there's some solo challenges, I believe. And then you got some draft collectibles. So it seems like people are starting to work together and see what they can trade and see what they want to go for. I'm not following that fully. I've just kind of been not playing these last 2 days. Getting ready to go out for the Madden Championship, so that's kind of on my focus, but follow the channel there for that. Also, big opportunity with a Reddit AMA, as the kids call it, Ask Me Anything, tomorrow, which will be Tuesday. Lead producer Tom Lichkey on Mutt. So follow this, head on over there and ask some questions. Maybe they got some tips and tricks to help you grab those guys. So that's the draft thing that you want to take a look at. Bottom line is the Cam Newton's disgusting. And then the other bottom line is that generally in Ultimate Team in the past, they've put rookies in the game. Don't know about the plans this year, but generally the last couple years, there's been some really, really good rookies to come in the game. I think 2 years ago, we streamed live as they put those guys in from EA, and there was a Kevin White that came in. Last year, Goff and Wentz live from the draft. There were some pretty good options. Their ratings are pretty high if they do that again. So keep an eye out, but definitely start playing the solos for the prospects to get the picks, and then make sure you use this. You know, I know you guys are a great community. Ask respectful questions. Hopefully you can get some good answers. That's why they're doing this. They wouldn't do this if they wanted to not get some great questions. So do your best to get some good, thoughtful questions in there. Hopefully they can respond. So I know they've done it on Twitter, but I think Reddit would maybe be a better platform. You could have longer answers. And cool to see them do that, and hopefully you guys can make the most out of it, right? All right. So back over to Mutthead. I mean, there's been so much stuff that we haven't even quite hit on yet. So new Masters and Ultimate Legend set. This is a little bit older, but basically a lot of people were excited about this last week. I would say it was the biggest win of last week for Ultimate Team. In-season refresh are some of the favorite programs throughout the MUT season, so now you can collect players from Flashback, Team of the Week, and Football Outsiders programs, and you can trade them in to earn 99 overalls, brand new guys. So we look at the Julio Jones, the David Johnson, and the DRC. So those are 3 of the best types of players at each position, and that's something that I really like. Like Julio Jones has been really, really good all year. Great, spectacular catch receiver. His Super Bowl option was really good. His Man of the Month was good. And he's up to 99 spec with 95 catching traffic, 97 with Hopkins, and 95 speed. The route running, that's what's going to get you. He doesn't have 96, but maybe that's, you know, you use Moss on one side, or maybe he replaces Moss, or maybe, you know, he's your big body option. And then you get the McCaffrey, the Jordy, the Sanders. Like, there's a lot of 96 route running guys now, so maybe it's okay that he doesn't excel there because he excels at everything else, even has really, really good athletic stats. So I like the Julio. The David Johnson is going to be good. I mean, the problem is this. Does he fumble? I don't know. But David Johnson's, the last couple have fumbled. As much as I've really, really liked the team of the week, and I really, really think it is the best 100K back in the game, if it fumbles, then that's tough. But 95 speed, 96 excel, 96 trucking, and he's over 90 elusive. Plus, he's got 86 route run. I mean, the David Johnson's nasty. He's always going to be nasty. Just the question is, will he fumble? And then DRC is going for $3 mil on Xbox, $2 mil on PS4. People love him because of his height, 6'2". His spec catch is up at 89, 97 speed, 98 excel. That's freakish. That'll cover the fastest guys in the game for sure. The new Deshaun Jackson, 97 man coverage, and he can play zone. Doesn't really have the hit power or the tackle. I actually think he should be much better at tackling because he does make some pretty good tackles. But I mean, this is just your cover. This is, you can't afford Dion or you want a guy on the other side who's taller than, this is where you go. I mean, DRC's always been a Madden Ultimate Team GOAT. So, now, this is the Draft Predictor program. We talked a little bit about it, but read up on it here over on Mudhead if you want to know a little bit more. Dude, then they dropped Legends, which we haven't gone over yet, but there's Ozzie Newsome, his Boss Edition. Basically, let's take a look first up. His rookie, nothing there quite much, but his Chemistry Edition has Playmaker at tight end. There you go. There you go for cheap. His Strength Edition, pass on for now. Skill also has Playmaker, a little bit better than Chemistry, it looks like, but might cost you a little bit more. Speed Edition, not crazy. Ultimate Edition is good, but the Boss Edition is the guy. So let's dig into the Boss Edition because he gets you to 96. So he's now a Dallas Clark potential replacement. He's now potentially a Gates replacement. 98 catch and traffic with Playmaker and the route running makes him absurd. Good speed, decent height. He's not really a seam buster with the speed or like a spec seam guy with the height combo. But overall, aside from those two things, he's overall nasty with Playmaker, with the route running and the catch and traffic and good athleticism. So I like Ozzie Newsome, and I'm glad that they put Playmaker on a tight end. And John Randall steps back in. So he's got jump to snap, so his Chemistry Edition has it. Not as rare as the Playmaker at tight end that we just talked about, but his Strength Edition is really good if you need a guy. Not bad. A little bit of cheap beef. We'll see what he costs. Skill has the jump snap with good finesse move. What do we talk about? Budget guys. Speed, not bad for a DT, but we could do better. And then his Ultimate Legend is good with the 93, 93, 94, but the Boss, I mean, the Boss is where we're going to see insanity. 87 speed with 91 excel at DT, 96 block shed, 95 strength. You'd like to see those two go up a little bit for a DT, but he's just a pure pass rush guy. Both moves over 90, that is what I really like about this one, plus 96 finesse move. So the fact that both are above that threshold is good. With the position he is, I don't know if it's 500K, just because, but, I mean, he's ferocious, he's quick, and I really like those two moves being above 90. If you're not going to go for Strahan, and if there's no Ultimate Legend Lawrence Taylor yet, those are, some of the options that you have. And then, of course, they step in, and you've got Anthony Barr with Secure Tackler. You've got Demaryius Thomas with Playmaker. Eifert grabs a mobile blocker, which gives him speed. Hot hands on the Buchanan. That's awesome. And then Chain Mover on James White. But Incognito's a great run blocker. 96 run block on him. Eric Decker steps in. 6'3", 92 speed, 93 route running, 95 catch and traffic. We're going to look in. Joe Berger, good solid balance at center. Nothing wild. Let's dig in and see what happens when we chemistry up Eric Decker a little bit. Could be one. So he gets to 96. It's like a baby Jordy Nelson. 92 speed baby Larry Fitzgerald. Not the fastest, but the route running's there. Those other two have better strength and run block, but good catch in traffic. Okay spec. He is 6'3". This is a really nice balanced receiver. Since he is competitor, he helps some route running on your other receivers, which is nice, but his price is going to be pretty expensive because he is that style. So, you know, what would I want to see him get chemistry to? Like, if he gets a milestone, what would I want it to be? Jets is actually pretty good, huh? I'd want to see him get more spec. I think catching traffic, you can get him to 90 now with Hopkins. I like this threshold. So I don't know what I'd want to see him get a little bit more. Maybe just spec. Maybe give him deep threat through milestone. Lastly, Justin Houston grabs another one with jump snap and Kansas City, which is actually a pretty viable defense. He's at 89, 98. If you just get him above with a motivator, get him to 90. Then you got a 90-90 with 98 power move, good excel. Good block shed for a linebacker and strength. Could be faster at this point in the game if we're going to get picky. Maybe you give him field general. He's probably not going to get cover linebacker. I mean, if we're really getting nitpicky. Can't fully drop him into coverage. I mean, he could play a little bit. 90 play rec's good. I like this Justin Houston quite a bit if you get him over 90 on finesse. And you got to get him slightly faster. If we're talking end game items, because you're going to pay a premium. Award winners are always going to cost you a good amount. But, I mean, the biggest takeaway for me is another good weekend and this Cam Newton. I mean, this Cam Newton's GOAT. Like, hopefully the draft brings you luck. Hopefully it brings your team some good options. Hopefully it adds new players to the game. And excited to see what they do with the draft. I'm excited to see how the Reddit thing goes tomorrow. So jump in, drop your questions over there, and then let me know in the comments what you're most excited for about the draft. Is it just watching it? Is it, is it Myles Garrett? Is it the quarterback from Clemson? Is it your team's opportunity? Is it a team in your division's opportunity? Is it just 3 days of football? You get to kind of dive back into football for a little bit. Are you into the NBA playoffs and you're not watching the draft? Let me know. We'll see you for the Madden Championship. I'm heading out to California on Wednesday. Championship coming up. And really looking forward to that. So that's all I got for you tonight, guys. Like I said, no secret stream. Not even going to pop one for one over on Twitch.tv/Madden Tips. Maybe you should follow just in case. Secret stream. Maybe just one. I don't know. All right? I don't know. Lock up.